Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, Big Ed got big dumped. That's right, Liz left Big Ed. Oh my gosh, we hate to see it. I'm gonna be touching more on this at the end of the video, so make sure you stay until the end of this video because we're gonna be spilling all this tea and it's piping hot. Tonight will be the night that I will fall for you. So dudes, welcome back to the #1 YouTube channel in the entire world. Today we are talking about Big Ed and Liz because their relationship is really heating up. And right now we're gonna take a look at that magical moment when Ed introduces Liz to his daughter, Tiffany. I love that TLC is starting to have disclaimers like this. This content is for a mature audience. Like, oh, you have to be mature to watch simps and incels try to pick up chicks? Okay.
That sounded stupid. It's been 2 weeks since Liz and I were at my friend's wedding, and I'm excited. I have a girlfriend. It's on.
Cringeworthy.
100%.
I have a girlfriend. It's on. That reminds me of when I go fishing and I say, fish on, and then you catch a fish. Has anyone else went fishing? Last time I went fishing, my mom went with us and she actually caught more fish than all the boys. But Ash said that women aren't good at fishing, and I feel like that's very sexist, Ash.
That's not nice.
Ed drops the subtle hint that him and Liz are getting along very well physically, which means the piping is just so fire, you guys. No one throws down the pipe like Big Ed does. If you guys haven't watched my other video on Big Ed, definitely watch after this video because it absolutely bangs. In that video, there's a special moment where he kisses Liz and it's so awkward and the kiss is so audible and cringe. Let's just roll the clip again because I want you guys to relive that moment because I'd like to see you guys something. What can I say? I'm Big Ed's dating coach. I taught him everything he knows about kissing girls and sorry, I can't do this with a straight face. It gets cringier, ladies and gentlemen, because Ed goes on to say that he likes when Liz chews on his bottom lip and top lip. He says it's very sexy. And he said it in that kind of voice where there's like a creepy, googly-eyed. It's very sexy. I'm sure it's very sexy when you haven't been with a girl for 26 years. At that point, I mean, I feel like you get turned on looking at your stove. Watch all the pansexuals be like, you can't make jokes like that, Nick. Ed then adds that the love making with Liz is just off the charts. And I get that. You know, it's like he has a scouter from Dragon Ball Z and the power level of his Senfest is over 3,000.
Huge difference between, you know, having sex and being in love with somebody. And I'm so excited right now because I'm beginning to believe in my heart that Liz is the real deal for me.
Chill out, bro.
Yo, Big Ed, you need a big chill, my guy, because you've known this girl for a month and you don't know if she's your soulmate yet. You've been on maybe 5 dates, maybe 6 dates, and I feel like you definitely need more time with the person and know if you're gonna spend the rest of your life with that person or not. So if you're not already on that mindset, you shouldn't say things like,
oh, this could be my soulmate. I love this girl.
You don't love this girl, you just wanna be in love that bad.
I'm just laying out the facts.
Next thing you know, Ed and Liz are going on another road trip to meet his daughter, Tiffany. His daughter, Tiffany, kind of sucks, and you can tell that by how she treated Rosemary Vega. Let's roll the clip of that really quick.
What did you see in my dad? I mean, did you really love him? Because he really did love you. Because he was willing to give me up.
Yes, I really love your dad. I really
Don't get a tone with me, please. I'm just asking you a general question.
She's crazy.
I don't know about you guys, but if anyone does any hand gestures in my face or any claps or any snippy little tones, I lose my mind and I want to beat them to death.
How are you feeling? You're gonna meet the daughter.
The daughter. So how long has she lived out here for?
So she's been back out here for 3 years.
The daughter? Is she the president's daughter? No, dude, I'm pretty sure she's Big Ed's daughter. I don't know why you're making this such a big deal. Also, I think it's a little bit emotionally insensitive of Ed to force this situation on Liz. Ed even says off rip that Liz didn't agree to this, but he kept asking her until she agreed. And it's funny because Ed did the exact same thing with Rosemary Vega, the person that he was previously in a relationship with. So my advice to Ed is to work on your selfish tendencies, bro, because you already know that Liz has anxiety, and I feel like that's really insensitive of you to force this situation on her or keep asking her until she agrees. That's not the gentlemanly thing to do, but let me know what you guys think about this in the comments.
I felt like you asked me to come happened way too fast.
Like in the last video when I said, Ed, you need to bring a Nintendo Switch so you can play Pokemon and Super Smash Bros in the car with Liz and like do things that people her age do. Also, you need to bring some snackage, jalapeno chips. Yo, Shane, what's the verdict on that? Sociopath or sociopath?
Sociopath, totally.
It's just faster than what I would have imagined. That's also a little nerve-wracking, being the same age, so.
You're not even 29, I know, so.
Yeah, I'm getting anxiety, so.
Yo, Liz, our entire generation gets anxiety, so you're not special, bruh.
Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs.
Ed goes on to say that him and Liz have only been dating for 4 weeks and he thinks it's premature to introduce her to his daughter, but he's doing it anyway. And also there is a 1-year age difference between Tiffany and Liz. Tiffany is 29 years old and Liz is 28 years old. So if you're a sorority girl that likes to send it, Tiffany is Liz's big. And since the Yourwetsock channel is the #1 fraternity on YouTube, let's start hazing people. I recently ordered Cameo for my good friend Jovi, and I asked Jovi the simple question of, do you have anything you'd like to say to the #1 community in the entire world, because we're the best, guys. Everyone knows it. Everyone else is dog water. And my next question was for Yara, actually, because they were doing a couples cameo, and I asked Yara, hey, can Jovi come to the strip club with me, because I'm a really good wingman and I can hang all night. So since I have ADD and I get bored really easily, let's see what Jovi and Yara ended up saying to us.
Hey to the #1 YouTuber in the world, Yourwetsock, aka now I know your name is Nick, because I had no idea what your name was before, so now I know that. So heard you want to go to the strip club. You gotta ask her permission.
That's not gonna happen. No.
I think we should take her with us.
No, no, no. And why your name is freaking Wetsock? Your sock is always wet or something?
Do you know what a wet sock is?
No, what?
You should ask him to tell you.
What is freaking Wetsock? Text me on Instagram. Something bad?
I mean, it's not something good.
Okay.
Cheers,
that's why
dude.
you say shit about me.
I'll see you in the strip club one day or another.
Yo, Jovi and Yara are cool. I can't wait to see you guys in the strip club. Yara, me and Jovi are going to kidnap you and we're all going, and it's going to be a complete send fest. We're going to have a lot of fun. I like your guys' chaotic energy. You guys remind me of someone I know. So yeah, I feel like we're going to get along in real life. But as always, your fearless leader is a man of the people, by the people, for the people, I always say. So guys, rate their vibe in the comments below out of 10. Also, if you guys want to get really weird, you should order a Cameo from Yourwetsock, because I'm the #1 Cameo creator in the entire world. It's not even close. That was a fun little break. Let's go back to roasting Big Ed. I mean, doing commentary on Big Ed. I'm a nice guy.
I almost lost my daughter over Rose, and I don't want to go through that again.
Look, I'm like grinding my teeth now. I feel my teeth hurting thinking about it.
Because you're nervous?
Yo, quick question. Does anyone else grind their teeth when they really like somebody? I do that when I'm really attracted to someone or I'm really excited. I grind my teeth, and it's kind of annoying. My dentist hates that I do this, and he advised me to wear a mouth guard, and I was like, oh, you want me to look like a nerd and not pull? Okay.
You're not intimidating. You're very independent. You know, the age, for me, it's a number.
Next thing you know, Ed goes on this whole tangent about how he has had a hard time finding love, and it's just such a stupid tangent that he goes on, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. Because he totally downplays all the toxic things he did with Rosemary Vega that we all watched on the show 90 Day Fiancé. Before he even touched down in the Philippines, he lied about his height and physical appearance. He lied about the fact that he didn't want to have kids anymore and was getting a vasectomy, which is a big deal when you knowingly enter a relationship with a younger girl that wants to have a kid one day, and you lie about that. There was that unforgettable moment when he told us that he sent $5,000 worth of gifts to her family, which he never sent. And I think that that's really messed up, to try and play the route of, oh, I'm the safe guy and I'm gonna treat you good and I'm a gentleman and I love you, and then to be a complete scumbag. Like, I'd rather you just be honest. And I know I'm your dating coach or whatever, but I always keep it 100% honest. You can play the victim as much as you want. People remember, because we've all seen your segment with Rose. Next thing you know, Liz and Ed arrived in Las Vegas, the home of myself and my father, Nicolas Cage. If you don't follow me on TikTok, definitely go follow me on there, because I post a lot of story times about my dad, Nicolas Cage. Also, I moved to Hawaii now, so I'm not in Vegas, but I'm gonna visit a bunch because I have a lot of family and friends there.
You know, this will be the very first girlfriend that Tiffany has ever met in person. And, you know, here she is, so.
I think knowing that I'm the first girlfriend she's ever met just made me nervous again. My fear is Tiffany doesn't approve, and that's that.
It's very apparent that Liz is extremely nervous to meet Tiffany, and rightfully so, because Tiffany throws out some very brutal Aries energy, very confrontational. She seems like a very confrontational girl, and I'm very confrontational myself because Aries is my rising sign, so I get it, but at the same time, she has immense daddy issues, and she takes out her problems on the girl that her father's talking to and not her father. And I feel like if you're gonna do that, you should take your energy out on your father as well.
You gotta relax. You two are the same. Tiffany,
not that that's not a bad thing to hear from you, but it is a little bit weird that you keep saying that. Oh,
Okay.
You're the same.
That's weird. That's weird.
Yo, Ed, well played. That's something that every girl you're piping wants to hear.
Yo, you remind me of my daughter.
Could you imagine saying that? Oh my god. Ed, my guy, why are they the same? Because they're around the same age? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. That's actually a really creepy thing to say, dude, and it makes us all collectively think that when you're looking for a partner, you want that partner to remind you of your daughter, which is sus.
I know I'm putting Liz in an awkward situation. I don't want to rush things.
Why do you do it then?
So before Tiffany enters the room, Ed kisses Liz and then he winks after and says, "You got this."
Okay, you got this.
Which is so like, if guys wink, I want to rip their eye sockets out. I don't know about you guys. Do you think winking is sexy? Does anybody think winking is sexy? Or am I the only one that just doesn't understand that?
The hotel where we're staying is great. And we have the biggest suite you've ever seen.
Honestly, at this point, I'm just waiting for Ed to be super sus and start kissing Tiffany and then after be like, "Oh, wow," like Mark Weens.
Oh, that was a big bite. Oh, wow.
Walking in and seeing my dad and Liz, it's a lot. I'm afraid for my dad to get his heart broken. Again, Rose and Liz are similar.
This bitch called me ugly. I said, "Bitch, where?" She said, "Under all that makeup." I said, "Bitch, where?"
No, you are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
They both have younger kids and they're both younger than me.
Threesome? Maybe. There's a lot of sexual tension in the air right now, guys. I know that they're father and daughter, but it's kind of weird, low-key. She came in there really aggressive already. I think, honestly, this is a really ignorant statement from Tiffany, and I'm the kind of person where I don't judge anyone before I get to meet them and know them and understand their character, but I'm like light years ahead of this girl. This girl has immense daddy issues, and she's actually dumb as f.
But Liz looks older than me. She looks rugged. Botox does wonders.
Wow, meow, huh? What a bitch. I throw out insults all the time, but like hers wasn't even funny. It was just really mean and like so uncalled for. And honestly, it makes me want to take her out to a nice steak dinner, bang her out, and then never talk to her again. When your dad's Big Ed, but you make fun of other people's physical appearance, that's actually comedy gold.
I'll just break that. This is awkward. It is awkward. It is. I mean, this is the first time I'm actually meeting a girlfriend. Really? Why are you dating somebody that's younger than your daughter? Like, that's weird.
Guys, rate Tiffany's vibe in the comments below, but I just think she absolutely sucks. And it's funny because she's a real estate agent in Las Vegas. And that's hilarious because I was actually the #1 real estate agent before I became the #1 YouTube channel in the entire world. I feel like a job where you have to be social and it's all about collaboration like real estate is the worst place for someone like Tiffany because I can tell right away that you have really poor social skills by the way you're handling the situation.
Because if roles were reversed, he would lose his shit if I was dating somebody that was 54. #1, I wouldn't do it because that's just not me. My max is 12 years.
Yo, Tiffany, for sure, you're a way better person because you're not willing to date an older partner, for sure. I love where you're like trying to go with this because your argument is so dumb and flawed that it's like, I can make an entire video telling you why you're stupid, but I feel like everyone that watches my channel and watches my videos is intelligent enough to see that you're actually dumb as fuck. Tiffany, your superiority complex is very off-putting for everyone watching this video, actually, and I think you should tone it down like maybe 100 notches because you're coming off as a huge bitch. And I think from this clip, we're all gathering that your dad was born without a neck, but you were born without a brain.
Roasted, my dear, roasted.
You're so dumb, it's sad.
But I was telling her that you guys are like the same.
I'm gonna say that weirds me out. That's just awkward as fuck. That is the last thing I want to hear. Like, I don't want to hear, "Oh yeah, my girlfriend is like you." It's just so fucking weird.
Okay, all right, I'll stop. Got it.
Okay, for this point, I agree with Tiffany. That is actually really awkward that Ed said that. It's kind of weird when your crush is your daughter.
I already knew it and anticipated that age would be her main concern. But she came in kind of scary, like attitude-wise.
I'll be honest, I expected Tiffany to come in there with bad intentions, but I didn't expect her to be as aggressive as she was. I feel really bad for Liz. This is such a loaded situation, especially for someone that has anxiety and didn't actually want to go to this dinner. But Ed was so persistent about her going to this dinner, and it's just like, Ed, you don't think things through, dude. You really need to work on that.
Well, I just want you to know, like, I don't blame you for how you're feeling. Yeah. Just because you only imagine if that was me, I probably wouldn't be happy with it, is what I'm saying. If the tables were turned and that was me, I would not be okay with it. I just know how I feel at the moment and how I've been feeling towards him. That's it. I'm not Rose.
I'm not Rose. Why are they trying to make Rose the bad guy? Rose was one of the most beloved cast members to ever be on 90 Day Fiancé. It's not even close, and you can tell that by how her YouTube channel absolutely slaps. If you're not subscribed to her YouTube channel, definitely go check it out. She's actually a good creator on the platform. Now, she's not at our level because we're actually #1 in the entire world. You can check our max preps.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't know, like, doesn't make it any more, more comfortable, but...
Sorry.
I feel like Tiffany's the definition of when you don't discipline your kid, they just turn into the biggest shitters of all time. That's what I think. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below.
This is your first serious relationship in, like, ever, really, since Mom. I mean, the other one was Rose, which that situation, I mean, I didn't agree with at all.
Yeah.
And that totally backfired.
After the toxic dinner from hell, Liz actually ghosted Ed and they broke up, and I just can't believe that I predicted this in my last video. I should be a soothsayer or a fortune teller or something, but I'm not a charlatan. I feel like I'm psychic like That's So Raven because I predicted this would happen. This dinner's so brutal, it's very repetitive. Basically, Tiffany's like, I don't like that there's an age gap of this magnitude, and Liz is over here like, I'm sorry, Tiffany, I'm not Rose. And then Ed's over here like, I'm a kid and I want to do fun things and I want to date young girls. That's essentially what happened. That is actually the best summary that I've seen on the topic, to be honest with you. And on that note, you guys should subscribe and like this video because it's an absolute slapper. I've had a lot of fun with you guys. Let me know what you think about this Dogwater family in the comments below. Comment below, subscribe, leave your friends, follow me on Twitch and on Instagram right now.